Hello and welcome back to another RLCS recap video of the Birmingham Major. It is day 3 and it has just ended about an hour ago, and yeah, well, some surprises today, I'm not gonna lie. I did some predictions in the last one. They weren't so correct, if I'm being honest. I wasn't even really in the same ballpark with a few of these games. Obviously the biggest upset of the day, well, we'll start at the start this time. We'll start what the day started with, which was Furia Twisted. I had this one being a lot closer, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I think Furia just sort of came out way better than I expected them to, and blew them out. Offensively, at least. Twisted Mind's not even making too many mistakes. I don't think it was like a case of their game against Dignitas that they lost because Atomic was making defensive mistakes. I think here it was just sheer, lost. Birthday lost, perhaps. He was phenomenal. He was so good. He was the best player. I don't like saying for once Yam wasn't the best player, but Lost was the best player out of Naupo, Yan, Rise. That's crazy. Doesn't happen that often. He was lights out, and they were fantastic. Yeah, I think maybe stage getting to Naupo a bit. He didn't seem as good. Also, not fist bumping at the end is crazy. Beef on Twitter. You love to see it. A bit of grit in their RLCS, why not? But no, wasn't for me particularly close. Good series though. Still very fun to watch. Naupo, not flying as high as he did in the Swiss, probably in front of a crowd, bit nervous, but yeah, tough loss. I'm sure Twisted Minds will bounce back for the next major, because they're one of the best teams in the world. But Furia, this is a good sign of things to come. For me, that was a very impressive result. The next one, this was a shame. This was a big shame for me. I'm a big GK fan, and this was tough. This was a tough watch. That 6-1, the first two games, complete write-off. They were getting blown out, absolutely blown out. And Falcons, I had this on my predictions. I suppose I could bring them up, even though they were not correct at all. I had Furia winning this one, so I got that correct, but I had it close at 4-3. I had GK winning this one 4-3, which is crazy. But it made sense at the time, in my opinion. At the end of yesterday, Falcons going to 2-2. I thought they'd have a bit of a confidence hit, but like their coach said at the end of the series, they worked on it and they ironed out all their problems, and that was very evident. I don't know if I have seen them that good, but they were extremely scary, especially those first two games. They were like everywhere. GK couldn't even get any press going, so much so that they were making mistakes, which they don't usually make. Only making mistakes, especially Archie too. Yeah, tough. They took the timeout a lot closer then. Tough OT. Yeah, just too many spaces. It was a big clear up, and that's what happens when you play offensive Rocket League. But there needs to be a balance, and they didn't quite have it, which is why this one was a 4-0. 4-0, maybe a little bit brutal, because those final two games were pretty close. Obviously that whiff from Ole to finish the game, that was tough. Yes, head in his hands. I don't blame him. You hate to see those. Streets are saying if he had the Batmobile he would have hit that one, but oh well. Yeah, still a good run for GK. You know what, even they shouldn't have been here, right? So good to see them play against Falcons, who were absolutely peaking. Yeah, so Fury and Falcons are very impressive today, which is a good change from yesterday, because they didn't impress me, which shows some of these teams are just way better in front of the crowd, I think. I didn't have that. Now for, in my opinion, the biggest upset maybe so far. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely did not see this coming in a million years. I think I had this as a 4-2 to Vitality, or maybe even a 4-1. I can't remember, but yeah, I thought this was going to be kind of bog standard. No offense to Team Optimus. They're good, consistent, whatever. They do their job and get it done. They shut out Falcons, but I think that was a poor Falcons side, and I don't know what they did. Sad Junior must have done some voodoo cast. He just knew exactly what they're going to do. But yeah, I didn't expect this one to go like this. It got off to a very predictable start, the start that I thought I was going to get off to, which was an easy 2-0. Well, I say easy, first one 1-0, but still, yeah, 2-0, and Vitality looked pretty dominant. And I was thinking, yeah, this is going to probably be a 4-2 to Vitality. Maybe the timeout will give Team Elements a game, and it did. But that form sort of continued, I feel like. Monkey Moon, a couple whiffs, a couple mistakes, and just in general, I think it wasn't a case of playing too fast, but there was times where, I don't know if it was miscommunications, but the ball was in a bit of an awkward position, and I don't know if people didn't call for it. It's definitely not nerves, because we know how good these guys are in front of crowds. So yeah, I think just a bit of, I don't know, I think Team Elements are just very consistent, and they put a lot of pressure with boost steals and just general just holding off. If you hold off long enough, you're going to get chances, and they did, and they won. That final game was something to witness. Yeah, the big takeaway from this is Team Ultimates find a way, like they did against Falcons, of shutting down, players who are, in my opinion, top 10 in the world. I don't think, apart from First Killer, who looked phenomenal, I don't think Chronic and LJ are, LJ, you know what I'm trying to say. I think they're not obviously as good strength as Vitality, but they shut them out. They can do that. They can shut out teams. And yeah, what a final game. I think it was Monkey Moon with that equalizer on 0 seconds. I thought, hold on, there's a chance. Just for it to get snatched away with some, pretty good shot, to be fair. I think it was LJ, can't remember, but yeah, it was a flip reset over, and then he just slammed it in off the bar, doink, and in. Yeah, great game. Not what I expected. EU, we're getting bantered in the Twitch chat as always, but it was looking a bit brutal, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, but yeah, survived the onslaught in the next game, which was Carmine Corp NRG, just finished up about an hour ago. Great game again. Looked like it could have gone either way, to be honest. It was very close. Yeah, two just very consistent teams. But as you can see, for me, it's whenever NRG have a lead, look, 2-0 there, they get the win. If NRG are leading you in a game, even a goal, if NRG get the first goal in a game, I don't know what their statistic is, but they have to win. Like 80% of those, it is brutal. Yeah, you have to outshoot them, and Carmine Corp did outshoot them. That was what the desk were saying as well. That's why they took Carmine Corp. They thought NRG, for their offense being, I think it's 15th so far at the LAN. Yeah, they just said, and it was a good point. It was a very good point. I thought maybe NRG could struggle it out. I don't like saying struggling it out when you're one of the best teams in the world, but defensively just holding them back and getting breakaway goals, but Carmine Corp too strong, and they look very good. But from today, I think, again, the Ultimates impressed me. I think the Ultimates and KC are probably on the same level, but from what I saw from Furia and Falcons, you could say they're playing slightly worse teams than the upper bracket teams were playing, but they just looked extremely strong. Yeah, what a day. It was a great day of Rocket League. I'm going to do, once again, some woeful predictions, because I can't get anything right. Holy. It's not been the easiest LAN to predict, I'm going to be honest, but I got the top 8, not in the right order, but I guess everyone could do that. But yeah, I'm going to predict these ones here. I've got will they bounce back is the question. I'm going to leave it, because I'm going to go down here and I'm going to give this one to Falcons. They looked completely unplayable. I do think NRG will take a couple of games. Their offense isn't good enough, just like with the Carmine Corp game. Yeah, unless they get the first goals, Falcons make mistakes maybe, and NRG get goals. But that's just not going to happen, is it? Falcons aren't prone to mistakes, unless it's Swiss, apparently. Yeah, I think that one will be just an outscore. They'll go goal for goal, and Falcons will get more goals. NRG's defense won't be able to hold out. Wow, this is very tough. I've got Furia. this has got to be a great game. I mean, it has to be. It has to be a great game. There's always a great game between these two teams. Yeah, that's got to be. Yeah, I don't know. This one's a coin flip for me, for sure. Very tough to predict. Again, my predictions are rubbish, so I wouldn't even bother listening. Carmine, Furia. Yeah, I've got another very close one. Furia love taking games to Champions Field against tough opposition, so that's why I've got these both as 4-3. But they'll lose that one. Falcons Ultimates. The rematch. Do they still have their number? They might, Wow, this is a really favourable matchup for the Ultimates. I didn't even realise this. Crazy. Wow. I think Falcons are a new team. But you know what? No. 4-2, because I can't have them all being 4-3. Come on. Falcons, Carmine in the final. Falcons. I know in the final though they don't. Oh dear. No, Carmine Corp. Yeah, that again. I'm gonna give another 4-3 again. This is not gonna happen. Everything I say is wrong. Don't listen to me when it comes to predictions. I can say stuff about players and why games went certain ways, but do not listen to what I say when it comes to predictions. I can't predict what's gonna happen. It's just the LAN is hard. Fury obviously stepping up in front of a crowd today. Ultimate's definitely stepping up in front of the crowd. Carmine is always stepping up. GK not stepping up in front of the crowd like I thought they would. And Falcons, yeah, I mean, complete 1A, 100% a better team. What a day of Rocket League. Fantastic watching. And I can't wait for Championship Sunday tomorrow. Yeah, I hope Falcons win so we can finally get a non-EU NA winner, but well, you never know. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll be back for Championship Sunday recap. Thank you.